Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Richard Madeley's emotional tribute to late cat TC moves GMB viewers. I'm not ashamed. Good Morning Britain took a touching turn on Monday's episode as veteran presenter Richard Madeley opened up about a deeply personal loss, the death of his beloved cat TC. In a conversation that began with a campaign to change road traffic laws around pets, the 68-year-old broadcaster surprised viewers with an emotional recollection of his pet's final days, sparking an outpouring of empathy across social media. Richard appeared alongside co-host Ranveer Singh to speak with guest Kelly Watson, an animal welfare campaigner who is fighting to close a legal gap in UK traffic law. Currently, the Road Traffic Act 1988 requires drivers to report accidents involving dogs, horses, and livestock, but not cats. For many pet owners like Kelly, who lost her kitten Martha in a tragic hit-and-run incident, this legal blind spot feels like a heartbreaking oversight. Why would you not do that with a dog? So why do it with cats? Kelly asked, visibly emotional. She was only with us a short amount of time, but she was our baby. The segment took a more intimate turn when Richard shared his own experience of pet grief. Many years ago, I had a cat, he began, his tone softening. He died after 2 years of cat leukemia, and it happened very quickly. He was gone in like 3 days. Richard paused, clearly moved by the memory. It took me ages to get over it, he admitted, and I'm not ashamed to admit it. Ranveer chimed in supportively, noting that Richard had seemed upset while talking about TC earlier that morning before going live. Richard nodded. Yeah, because I remember TC as an individual. He was great company, very funny, played great games, and I really missed him when he had gone. It was a rare moment of vulnerability for the usually composed presenter, who's better known for his journalistic edge and occasional on-air gaffes than for baring his soul. Yet this glimpse into his private griefs struck a chord with viewers, who flooded social media with messages of support and surprise. One viewer wrote on X, formerly Twitter, "Wait, it's messing with my head." Richard Madeley sticking up for cats, telling a story about the bond with his cat TC, who died of leukemia, how he mourned it for 6 months. WTF. How can I slag him off after this? Another posted, didn't expect to cry during breakfast TV, but here we are. Richard talking about his cat TC broke me. Animals really are family. Richard's story not only added emotional weight to Kelly Watson's campaign, but it also opened up a broader conversation about the deep bonds between people and their pets, and how society views those relationships in legal and moral terms. While dogs often receive unquestioned sympathy and attention in public discourse, cats are too often seen as independent and disposable. People don't realize how devastating it is to lose a cat. One GMB viewer tweeted, "They're not just pets, they're family members, companions and friends." Kelly's petition, which is gathering momentum, calls for legislation that would make it mandatory for drivers to report hitting a cat, and for local councils to scan deceased cats for microchips, steps that could provide closure for grieving families. The idea is not just about animal rights, but about treating pet owners with the respect and dignity they deserve. People deserve to know what happened to their pets, Kelly told BBC News. To just leave a cat in the road is not only cruel, it's inhumane. The emotional resonance of the GMB segment has clearly elevated the visibility of this campaign. Whether the public support translates into parliamentary action remains to be seen, but one thing is clear. Richard Madeley's heartfelt tribute to TC reminded many viewers that mourning a pet is not just valid, It's a deeply human experience. In the end, Richard's simple words may have captured it best. I'm not ashamed to admit it. In doing so, he gave countless others permission to feel their grief too, and perhaps to see their furry companions as something more than animals, but as cherished parts of the family. Did you ever have a pet that left that kind of mark on your life?